Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review of X-Men number 7. This is the ongoing Marvel book with the X-Men team. As you can see here, we have a little Captain KRAKOA. So this continues the story of the secret origin of Captain KRAKOA following the events of issue 6. This is written by Gerry Duggan with Pepe Larraz on art, Marte Garcia on colors, and Clayton Cowles on letters with a design by Tom Mueller. Boy, let me tell you, this book just gets more and more intense as we kind of head off. I really like the concept because humans don't know that mutants have attained, quote unquote, immortality through the hatching process and creating new clones of themselves. It's very interesting. They've also really set up some interesting villains. Here we see Dr. Stasis with his I don't know what to call it, with the group of these they're animal beings that are enhanced. I don't know what to call these guys, but they're about to go on a rampage, and as we learn as to how did Cyclops die, that's really the main trope of this issue, and then why he has to assume the personality of Captain KRAKOA. As I've mentioned before, Pepe Larraz just doing fantastic things. The character designs, the poses, just like, very subtle. Like, obviously, when you hatch out of the egg, you come out nude, but there's always very tasteful ways to do all this stuff where you don't really have to be blatant about covering it up. I do love them showing here just through the art and the paneling. Like, Emma cares for Scott a lot. Like, that's been established in the comics. They've had a relationship in the past. So that's not gone. Just because he's involved with Jean at the moment, that doesn't mean that there's not a bond between Scott and Emma Frost. And I think that shows here. But then as we kind of get through, Cyclops definitely wants to figure out how did he die, because as we know, the backups only hold the memory up until a certain point, based on Cerebro recording all the waves and everything. I really love the team of the X-Men too, like when they go into battle, and we'll see a little bit more of that when I show a little bit more art. It's really interesting, but I was definitely most interested in trying to figure out how did Scott die, because this is something that I was definitely not expecting. So I have one more art panel to show, very out of context, very spoiler free, but I love the use of this like Cyclops beam reflecting off of multiple surfaces and then using the street lights to reflect it over and over. It really works. Like, this is a really nice double page spread that they did. So I quite enjoy that. But yeah, there it is. Let us know down in the comments if you're reading the X-Men book. I highly recommend you pick up this series from the beginning. I think it was a perfect relaunch of this title. If you don't want to go back and read from the other X-Men number 1 after the events of House of X and Powers of 10, this is a perfect jumping on point for you to see the new team that was announced after the Hellfire Gala. Sometimes when I talk X-Men, like, I feel like it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense in my head. So, but there you have it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Sundays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And remember, we have more comic reviews, TV recaps, trailer reactions, all that stuff you love to see on the channel. So thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.